Late drama at the J Davidson Stadium this afternoon as Altrincham snatched a late equaliser to draw 1-1 with Grimsby Town. We're talking to assistant manager Neil Tolson. Neil, the game was a bit of a slow burner in many ways. Interesting in the first half, but really came to life in the second half. But overall, you've got to be delighted with the way the lads have played.
Yeah, we thought, at half time we said to the boys, keep passing the ball. We needed a little bit more patience. We felt when we got to the final third, we were rushing it a little bit, but all in all, we've played some really good stuff. And truthfully, and on my heart, I don't think we did enough to win the game today, but we definitely didn't deserve to lose it. So fair play to the lads that kept going for us, rolled the sleeves up, and got a well-earned point.
After the two defeats against Blyth, which was a very poor performance, against Telford, which was a much better performance, it was important that we started well. And I thought the first 10 minutes were good. Yeah,
they were. We let ourselves down massively last Sunday. It's not acceptable. The lads know that. And, you look at the captain's column today, he's come out and he, apologised. We haven't asked him to do that. But it's not down to... We're all in it together, aren't we? So... We responded Wednesday very, very well, played some great stuff, created lots of chances. But unfortunately, in football, sometimes you don't get the rub of the green that you deserve. And rightly so. First 10 minutes, I thought we started off really well again. Again, let's not get away from it. They're a very, very good side. They're second in the league, deservedly second in the league. And for me, if you take Barnet out of what I've seen so far, they're the next best.
Yeah, it took them 10 or 15 minutes to get into the stride, but they then started asking a few questions. But Stuart's made two good saves you'd expect him to make, but they weren't easy.
The first one you'd probably expect him to say. The second one for me is an absolute world-class save. His body position's going away from him, and he's had to adjust his old body, shall we say, to get a great right hand to it. I think from where we were, we obviously will have a look at it on the telly, but from where we were, it looked an absolute fantastic save.
Yeah, I think it might have been almost beyond him, and he somehow got a hand to it, but it was a stunning effort.
That's what he's there for, though. We know how good Stewie is. Dave Parton's chomping at the bit to get a game, so Stewie needs to do things like that. You're right what you're saying, it was behind him, it was a great save, and to be fair, it kept us in it, so, but you speak to Stewie, he'll tell you that's what he's there for.
And you changed the formation a little bit, having gone with a very different formation at Telford on Wednesday evening, and this time we had the two sitting midfielders with Simon pushing a little bit further forward, and I think that worked quite well for us.
I think it did, and I actually, we come on here, we don't usually say what's said in the dressing room, but I said to Simon after the effort he's put in, which he does all the time, let's not get away from that, he didn't deserve to be on a team that lost twice this week. His effort was unbelievable for me, his work rate, and that's the Simon Richmond that we know. It does suit him. He gets up, he gets back, he helps us out defensively, and he causes a problem going forward in an offensive mode for us. So yeah, did really well, did Simon.
Grimsby had the ball in the net before they eventually scored, and it must have been a fairly close decision, that one.
I'm usually the one that's always panicking, but as soon as the cross came in, I knew he was offside. So it was. I think from probably the angle where you are now, it may not have helped, but it was a good couple of yards off. So I think that was down to the angle. Linesman was spot on, but it was again from where we are. We'll have another look at the telly, but Scotty sort of knew. Yeah, saw him have a quick look, so knew he was offside. It was a great ball in though, and a great finish from the lad, but fortunately for us, he was offside.
Nathan Arnold has scored. It's come from an error from Simon Richmond. He's intercepted it and hit a wonderful effort, and really difficult for Stuart to save. It sort of went past him, but it was a dipping and swerving shot.
I know Nathan. I had Nathan with me at Hyde for a year, 18 months, and that doesn't surprise me. He used to do that all the time in training. He's a good technique, striking the ball, scores lots of goals, and he's got that in his locker. Great strike from him, and I had a chat to him after to see if I could kick him a little bit. But no. He's a good lad, he's Nathan, and yeah, great goal.
And Simon had his head in his hands after the goal. He knew it was his error. There was no getting away from it. But he responded really well. And the team was superb after that. And the football we've played and the way that we've taken the game to Grimsby was fantastic to see.
Yeah, and we've said we've let ourselves down since me and the gaffer have been here. We've probably let ourselves down. You can count them on one hand. One of them, unfortunately, was last week. And the reason I'm saying that is because we know that they'll never give up for us. As long as the game was still with a little bit of momentum for us, as long as we were looking to get on the right, do the right things, pass the ball right, we knew or we felt that they'd never give in, which they didn't, and as I say, deservedly got that goal at the end.
We weren't exactly creating too many chances, but we were really applying pressure, and sort of half chances were coming. Kyle was winning some headers that were dropping into no man's land. Sean and Damien Reeves have combined really well and set up a really good opportunity. And Peter Kavanagh was getting a bit forward, a bit further, and it looked like we might get an equaliser, but we might be a little bit unfortunate. But when it came, it was a really well crafted goal.
It was, yeah. I think another thing, going back to the point that you made there. They're a good defensive side as well. They're not just good going forward. They've got good players. They're well organised. They're in every day of the week. So we knew it was going to be tough. But it was a great ball in from Sean Williams. And we actually, believe it or not, we actually work a lot on that in training. Getting across the front man. If you're an attacking player, getting across the front man, it causes all sorts of problems. Not just for the first man, but for the rest of the defenders there. And I'm chuffed for Scotty. He deserves that. He always wears his heart on his sleeve, doesn't he? And, go and enjoy it. He deserves it after that.
And then we had the free kick, and there was a bit of controversy. Fair play to Kyle. He's wasted a couple of free kicks in the game, but he got that one right. Really quick thinking, and Damien's away, and he got well taken out.
It was, yeah. It was. We spoke to Reeves. It wasn't a penalty, so it was just outside the box. Quick thinking, and that's good. It's the 90th minute, and they're still alert for things like that. I spoke to Damien. Damien thought he could have got to the ball, so if it was the other way around, we'd have said well defended, wouldn't we? So, but no, we got the free kick, and Den's just put it over. He said it was very, very close to going in. But like we said earlier, we'd have liked it, we'd have took it. It'd have been brilliant standing here saying it was 2-1. But I just think that was a very good point for us.
And Sean was very close with both the two free kicks that he had. But I've got a feeling that he might have thought that second one was going in because he looked very disappointed at the end.
He said that he said as soon as it left his foot, he thought it was in. And he said it was literally, 4 or 5 inches off, nestling in the top corner. And the keeper was getting nowhere because he actually never moved. He was rooted to the spot. But no, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Sometimes when things are going your way, those go in for you. There's other times when Scott Leather's chance at the end doesn't go in. So, we've got no complaints.
And another great event here at Altrincham this afternoon. Nearly 2,000 in the ground. Great atmosphere. Both sets of fans really created superb atmosphere, particularly in the second half when it went dark and the lights were fully on. And it was a great advert for the league.
It was. It is. It's a great place to play football. I bought my daughter today. She loves it. She wants to come back. So Altrincham have got another fan for the next generation, shall we say? But it's good. These are the games that you want to play when there's a good travelling away fans, and our fans will always get behind us. We know that. So it made for a really good atmosphere.
We've got a week off now, which I'm sure both Lee, yourself and the players are quite sort of glad off to prepare for our trip to North Wales next week. Yeah,
it's, again, not going to be easy. Again, they play a lot of football, but so do we. I think it will be a good, open game. Two good teams trying to play football the right way.
That's Neil Tolson there. Delighted with Altrincham's performance in the 1-1 draw against Grimsby Town. 1,881 at the J Davidson Stadium this afternoon, including a fantastic travelling contingent from Grimsby as well. Two good teams, 1-1 the final scoreline, and we look forward to our trip to play Wrexham at the Racecourse Ground next Saturday.